entertain themselves. But let us look at the facts. He's got nobody, to be honest with you. He's got nothing. But here is why. When Wike forced him or managed to get him rigged in as a governor, Wike controlled over 80% of all of the political appointees. All of them. Up to the ministry, who are like the civil servant and the rest of them, Wike handled all of that. To the point that 80% of these food barracks commissioners, they will rather report back to Wike. Wike was in Abuja as minister. Food barrack will be holding executive council meeting in Rivers State, in Port Harcourt. And when he says, oh, you, commissioner for, so your budget of the road of so and so. So what is the update? Because I have given the approval. So what is delaying that? The commissioner will tell him that I'm still waiting for Oga's approval because Oga never said anything. Oga? Like Oga, who is Oga? Wike. So that was what he was dealing with. So when he started this whole shenanigans of, resisting sharing the allocation of the state, the blah, you all saw what happened. So he has no control over the State House of Assembly, National Assembly members. He's got nothing. Those ones he surrounds himself with, when he told all of them to go and run on another platform for local government elections, remember, the one he conducted, and they were all declared winners, and he sworn them in, and he told them to go and resume office. That changed. All of that got changed because, Wike pulled the Supreme Court card because he's got nothing. So at the end of the day, all of them, he had to tell them to, don't worry, they will find something else for them. While he's working to find something else for them, all of the local government, all of his boys in that local government, all over the state, while he was still waiting to find something for them, they declared state of emergency for another 6 months. So everybody just went away for 6 months. And with the Wike's men, they were all over the place. They were in charge. So the administrator was appointing with the Wike's men, the ones who are fighting Fubara. They were in charge for 6 months. They are still in charge. When Fubara came back, so the administrator don't conduct local government elections. All the Wike's men are in charge of all the local government areas. All the councillorship seats are owned by Wike's appointed men. And that's what they call their politics. The politics of grassroots. So when he's telling them that the Rivers people are with us, we are the one that we say is just talking rubbish. But you don't have to believe me. Just give it time. Here is a Save Our Soul message from the APC members in Anambra State, I believe. They are protesting the marginalization, the political marginalization by Tifnubu's regime. They said Tifnubu has not been giving them appointments. And if he gives appointment to Anambra or to these states, right, it's not to them, the APC members, but to some people that were anti-APC. So they had to stage a protest, right? The clowns.
Are you live? Are you live? APC Anambra State Liberation Movement. In our reply, we demand action on injustice on Anambra APC regarding federal appointment.
Go ahead. We demand action on injustice
regarding federal government appointment of APC Anambra State. We demand action on injustice regarding another appointment on APC Anambra State.
APC Anambra State Liberation Movement.
We demand action on injustice regarding federal appointment on APC Anambra State.
APC Anambra State Liberation Movement.
We demand action on injustice regarding federal government appointment on APC Anambra.
I'm move past you. You know Mumu reach me, guy. I swear to God that talk. I'm move past you. I'm move past you, gege. I'm move past you. Ask anybody. See, you go argue this thing, but I swear to God, I'm move past you. You don't see where they move before. Me, gege. I'm move past you. I'm move past you. You know Mumu reach me, guy. I swear to God that talk. I'm move past you. I'm move past you, gege. I'm move past you. Ask anybody. See, you go argue this thing, but I swear to God, I'm move past you. You don't see where they move before. Me.
You don't see where grown up they move before. So Anambra State Liberation Movement, talking to Tifnumbu to look into the marginalization from the federal government's appointments. It's all about appointments. Everybody shall want go drain this national purse. There's money no day, money no day, money no day. A lot of them are currently on the queue, like they're on the queue. You know what they usually say, right? That you see the criminals you are seeing today. Those who are waiting to take over from them, they are more vicious. And I don't know, it's like, how do you put that? Like human sort of like weakness or something. When you look at those who were looting Nigeria money in the 60s, in the 70s, 80s, the money came growing up, 90s, 2000s, and now you watch how much money like each of that generation looted, and you realize that those who were waiting, right, for their own turn, when they got their turn, they did worse than those the previous ones. And just like that, the sequence continues. Today, an individual will personally steal 100 billion naira. 100 billion. One person will steal over $2 billion. $2 billion. Because all they had to do is just to change the zero, change the figure here, and that's it. It has gotten to a stage whereby they loot to hire the best lawyers, senior advocate of Nigeria, that will help to come and defend them. A thief will hire the most expensive lawyer just to buy himself time or just to get himself off the hook. And then the ones who are going to, you see those ones who are watching these guys now, most of you are currently waiting for your turn. Because the reason why this level of impunity, this criminality, right, lasted this long is because majority of the people that will likely join you in condemning this, this madness, right? They are doing so. Majority, I'm not saying not everybody, majority, they are doing so for possible two reasons. And you just need to pay attention to understand them. When people join you to condemn these bad behaviors, this poor leadership, mismanagement of the country and all of that, right? Some of them are doing so because they are not benefiting from it. Do you understand? They are not benefiting from it. And the moment they have their chance, they'll start explaining to you. How many people have you probably come across in the last 10 years alone who have had like riots, a profile of their supposed political positions, who have changed their position severally on several occasions, right? In the last 10 years. Because majority are not really, they are not really against corruption. Here you get, they are not really against this bad governance. They are just joining us because, yeah, we all consider it's bad. But give them the chance to come close. Now, them go to explain to you. Well, Africa Wahala, I used to be like you. But the moment I got closer, when I became the special advisor to the governor and I attended some meeting, I now realized that it's not easy to govern a state. A lot of people will just sit down on social media, be talking and talking. Do you think it's easy to govern a state? Say, Maiyegun, the world is coming to an end, though. Maiyegun is now explaining to us that it is not easy to govern a state. Government is not easy. Lenu Maiyegun. Yemanikao. Yeah, people have done that. They could explain to you. Now you can wonder, say, she, na me they mad me. This person is just trying to kind of like make me mad because me you understand by you see you like you they tell me say what they see, it no be what they see. Like you trying to convince me, see, this is what you are doing. They say they pay people to do that. You get what I mean? So yeah, once you see me come here and tell you that look at you straight in the eyes like this on your screen and begin to tell you that everything I have told you all these years, they were simply because I did not understand how government works. But now that I am the special advisor to governor, I know better. Some of you are just arguing blindly. I like in my last 1 week. But people do it. So that you get to know that the reason why people do that or they join you to condemn all these people is simply because they are away from it. The moment they get closer, somebody from their family gets a political appointment, and you know something, is not even limited to those of you living in Nigeria. In fact, those of you living in Nigeria who knows them very well probably would despise them more. You see those ones who live abroad, those ones that you think they are okay, the Americans and the British, or those Nigerians, you have no idea. They are worse than Alimajiris, the Alimajiris that are picking pockets, begging money in Nigeria. You get me now? All those your Abrodian auntie, Abrodia uncle, majority of them, their dream, is to finally join and benefit from this your politics. And it is not because they have lived in any country for so long. No. Who do you think your politicians come abroad to see? Who are those who makes the place convenient for them? Politicians, some of them who have never left Nigeria in their lives, right? But now they go abroad all the time. Who are those you think kind of made it easier for them? Not be Nigerians. You will realize that your uncle and auntie, who is even somebody who look like this, actually like a successful in America, successful in the UK, he is still there. Calling that useless House of Assembly member honorable. Honorable, but you just forgot us, Sha. They are all looking for something. They are all looking for a way in. They are all looking for how to kind of coming back to that Nigeria, that lawless place, to run you streets. And we are the type that can easily really do that anyway, because a middle experience, right? So the point I'm making there is that the situation in Nigeria survived this long or lasted this long because those who condemn or those who actually really condemn this madness, they're not doing so simply because they hate the madness. Not all of them. That's one of the reasons, because some of them are only waiting for their turn, waiting for their time. And when I say wait for their turn and time, right, it's because I have seen it. That's why I prefer we just kind of like break it up, have a conversation around a confederation that no longer gives this false sense of greatness that is built on falsehood. It's false sense of a greatness, where your people are are being drenched in poverty every day in their hundreds, while few of you are stealing that supposed resources meant for them. And then you have your eyes on that, like if I should become a governor, if I could become a president, if I can become, not because you want to change anything, but simply because it could be your own turn or your own chance. So their 2027 is coming closer. Okay. And they asked Peter Obi himself, like, what are you up to lately? Like, what's going to happen come 2027? And he had told them, like he's been saying, he's not desperate to be president of Nigeria. He's just desperate to see Nigeria work. But how? You need to be president to see Nigeria work. Well, his answers.
I came in and listened to what Professor Marco was saying. It's something he has always said. And it's one thing that everybody who share and understand global development will tell you about. Nigeria, Africa is not a poor, Nigeria is not a poor country. Africa is not a poor continent. It's a very rich continent. Nigeria is a very rich country. Fortunately, has become capital of poverty. The big irony. A continent like Africa, second biggest continent in size, second biggest continent in population, with all the young productive age that will drive the world, has become capital of poverty in the world. And when I listen to the resources, and what he concluded and said, they are going to negotiate. What is Ogoni people going to negotiate? The government should be thanking them for coming up with an idea that will turn around the place. You don't need to negotiate. You don't negotiate what you have. I've said it. It's not just Ogoni, the entire Niger Delta deserves apology for wasting their resources and wasting everybody's time. The entire country is rich. I'm not talking about just natural resources. We have it everywhere. Even those who don't have all it takes. We have empty land, all cultivated. Forget about what is underground. Today, little tiny country like Netherlands is with water is 41,000 square kilometers of land. Without water, it's 33,000. Every year, they export agricultural products or related of 120 billion euros, about $130-something billion, more than 3 times what we earn from oil. They are just 33,000. We have our biggest states today, Niger State, with fertile land, with everything, is 76.3 thousand. It's 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. I'm not talking about what is under. The land is there. It can make all the change. So we have everything. God gave it us for free. Tiny countries like Israel is feeding themselves and exporting agricultural products. Israel is just 22,000 square kilometers. Sambisa forest area that is giving us problems, 60,000. That's 3 times the size of Israel. We're wasting everybody's time here. And we must dismantle it and make it work for our children. We can't go on this way where we are being our resources, our country is being mismanaged by incompetence. People who lack capacity and compassion. All of us This is not just pointing the finger to anybody. All of us need to recheck what we're doing. This soil, this areas and everything, if you go to Niger Delta today, the land is destroyed. They have nothing to show for that destruction. And nobody